Soft closure I wanted you to look at. Click allowed through. Thank you very much to the LAPD. So you can see that the Department of Transportation has set up barricades a block out, right? So it's not the people, they don't want the vehicles coming all the way here and then making a U-turn, so they're stopping them a block away. So there's basically a cordon sanitaire, a block out from our route, the entire length of it, okay? Okay, we're going to keep going, going to look at the next one. And there's always some music. Okay, come back here. Okay, so this is a soft closure I wanted you to look at. And we're actually only going to go here and then we're going to turn around and go back to lunch. But you can see what the Department of Transportation has done. They've divided the cyclists from each other by putting these barricades in the middle of the street that they felt were necessary so that they don't come across each other head on, right? And then there's cross traffic allowed. So cars are allowed to come across the route here. So we have 5th Street going in one direction and 6th Street, the next one going in the other direction. So we have east-west traffic going across here. You can see that we're basically just waiting for the light. And as the light signals turn, and we have, we're going to look at it. You're going to see there's 4 LAPD officers and 4 DOT officers. Okay, so 8 officers.
This is an event that joins everybody. There is a day where the road is closed, but I can do this every day. Rather than people walking into stores, the stores have flipped it around. They're facing outward, and they're inviting people to come in and experience their own. When we first started, we had criteria. We were looking at LA and its park poverty. We said, well, we have this great infrastructure, let's use the streets as a park. We saw that there was all this dense population in the heart of the city. We said, this is where cicLAvia should be. We wanted it connected to public transportation and rail so people would be acquainted with that. We wanted to give some historic places. And right now there are tours going on right now. There are other events where we're trying to have people understand the history of this place and get to know it better. And so we formed a nonprofit organization.
Go in there for a second.
Yeah.
You know, you really have to have the city government on board for this. This is not something that can be done independently by a bunch of people without the municipality. It's great to have we have a great match here. There's a community group, community activists who came together and created the nonprofit, but without the official cooperation of the city, it just wouldn't have happened. And that's it's important that you all are coming from cities, so you're kind of starting in the other direction now. You know, now we need to find the community activists in your group to kind of make that new marriage. Yeah.
I think there needs to be a public-private partnership. There are some things the city has to do, but there are some things that a private organization has to do. I think you need an event organizer. You need somebody who actually knows how to put on a public event. And we were so fortunate that Aaron has decades of experience in organizing public events, that it was this great marriage of activists with an event organizer to pull it off. There has to be working with the businesses and residents. We decided when we were plotting the route, you know the NIMBY situation, right? Everybody here knows it. We tried to flip that around. We tried to go to every neighborhood council. We tried to get them invested in the event, to get them excited about it. To the business improvement districts, every last one is on board. Every last neighborhood council is on board because they saw the benefit in it, and we were able to work with them in a very collegial way. The council members, absolutely necessary. And so we were able to get the businesses. We went in and talked to every single business along the route. They got a flyer in their hands. And when we had to move cars, this is a tricky one, we put a flyer on every single car in every single street that we were having our cicLAvia, and we did it repeatedly. We had volunteers to go out and do that. We did the legwork so that people weren't upset that their car got towed.
They're still upset, but
some cars got towed.
Understanding who
street, right? Which is why we have this thing called cicLAvia walks, where we're trying to get people to think about this as also a place for pedestrians. So I'm really glad that they're doing this in the middle of the street. They're like, this is not something planned by us. They're just doing it. They're taking advantage of the open space, and that's something we're trying to put out to the community and say, do something. Here, look at